I know you're a good person, but it's important to understand that not everyone is like you. Our hearts want to believe there's a solution for the world, and we have hope in people. However, if we're not careful, we can get hurt. Unfortunately, there are many malicious people, and occasionally they will cross our paths. Pay attention to the signs and stay away from such individuals. You've probably met someone genuinely cruel who hurts others' feelings without remorse and takes advantage of others' weaknesses. Sometimes, these behaviors are so subtle that we don't even realize we're dealing with a bad person. Let's discuss the signs indicating you're dealing with someone like that. Some people will always try to make you feel guilty about a situation or pretend to like you in your presence, but speak badly about you behind your back. It's important to be prepared because sometimes outsiders will try to disturb your peace, but other times it will be people from your own family. Family is a blessing from God, of that I have no doubt, but unfortunately, some people tend strongly toward a bad version of themselves. In today's video, I'll show you 10 signs that you're dealing with a bad person and what you should do when these people cross your path. Before the first sign, make sure you've hit the like button if you're someone who loves learning about God's wisdom. If possible, write this down. People want to see you well, but never better than them. This is pure truth. Let's start with the first sign. Number 1, pleasure in others' pain. Evil people feel pleasure when seeing others suffer. If you know someone who seems to rejoice in others' pain, like laughing or smiling when seeing someone going through a difficult time, that's a clear sign you're dealing with a bad person. This behavior shows a total lack of empathy and can lead to harmful situations created by them for their own pleasure. Imagine a co-worker who, instead of offering help when you're overwhelmed, laughs at your difficulties, or a friend who, upon hearing about your personal problem, makes jokes instead of offering support. These attitudes are not only insensitive, but reveal a cruel character. Such people may even deliberately provoke bad situations for others, just to have the pleasure of seeing someone suffer. They can also spread gossip and create conflicts, all to see people's reactions and enjoy the chaos they've caused. It's important to recognize these signs early and distance yourself from those who exhibit this type of behavior to protect your own emotional health and well-being. Number 2, need to control your life. Evil people are extremely controlling. They feel uncomfortable and powerless if they don't control every aspect of their lives and the lives of those around them. They will do everything possible to ensure things happen according to their wishes and will abuse power if they don't encounter resistance. Think of that boss who insists on reviewing every little detail of your work, not because they want to help, but because they need to have total control. Or that friend who always decides where you go, what you do, and with whom, without considering others' opinions. These attitudes show an obsession with control that can be suffocating. These people can also manipulate situations to maintain control, creating rigid rules or using emotional blackmail. A classic example is a partner who constantly monitors where you are and who you're talking to, not out of concern, but out of a need to dominate your life. This need for control is not only irritating, but can be dangerous. Such people often use their power to exploit and abuse others. Recognizing these behaviors and setting clear boundaries is essential to protect your independence and emotional well-being. If you notice someone trying to control every aspect of your life, it's important to take steps to distance yourself and regain your autonomy. Number 3, strange feeling when you're around them. One of the clearest signs you're dealing with a bad person is feeling strange around them. You might feel tired, restless, or simply uncomfortable in their presence. This could be your natural instinct warning you that something is wrong. Imagine being at a family gathering where everyone is having fun, but there's one person who always makes you feel tense and uncomfortable whenever they're around. Even if that person isn't doing anything directly to you, their mere presence is enough to generate a feeling of discomfort. This could indicate that the person has negative energy or malicious intentions. Another example is a co-worker who makes you feel anxious or exhausted every time they approach you. You might not be able to pinpoint exactly what's wrong, but your body and mind seem to recognize that something is off. These sensations shouldn't be ignored. Our instincts often pick up on signals that our conscious mind may not perceive. If you constantly feel uncomfortable in someone's presence, this is a warning that the person may not have good intentions. Paying attention to these feelings and giving them importance can help you avoid harmful situations and maintain your inner peace. Number 4, lack of responsibility. Evil people never take responsibility for their actions. They always blame others when something goes wrong and like to play the victim. They don't acknowledge their mistakes and make you apologize for them. Imagine a co-worker who makes a mistake on an important project. Instead of admitting the fault, they quickly point the finger at you or someone else on the team, saying the blame is on everyone but them. This not only creates a toxic work environment, but also makes you feel unfairly blamed. Another example is a friend who constantly gets into trouble, and instead of accepting that their choices led to those situations, always blames others. If they're late for an appointment, it's the traffic or someone else who made them late. If something goes wrong in their life, they never look at their own actions, but always find a way to blame others and play the victim. These people are also experts at making you feel guilty for their mistakes. They manipulate situations so that you end up apologizing for something that isn't even your responsibility. This is emotionally draining and can erode your self-esteem over time. Recognizing these behaviors is crucial to maintaining your mental and emotional health. People who never take responsibility for their actions can drag you into a cycle of guilt and manipulation. Learning to identify and distance yourself from these people is essential to preserving your well-being. Number 5, habit of lying. Evil people have the terrible habit of lying constantly. They lie for their benefit and often lie just for fun or to manipulate others. They don't value your trust or friendship, prioritizing only their own interests. Imagine a co-worker who always makes up stories about their achievements at work, exaggerating or even fabricating facts to stand out. Or that friend who says they couldn't attend your event because they were sick, but you find out they were somewhere else having fun. These lies are not only dishonest, but show a total lack of respect for you and others. Liars frequently use their lies to manipulate situations and people. For example, a partner who lies about their feelings or intentions to keep you under control or gain an advantage in an argument. They can also invent gossip or spread misinformation to cause conflicts among friends or colleagues, all for fun or to benefit in some way. These lies may be small and seemingly harmless at first, but over time, they erode trust and harm relationships. If someone lies repeatedly, even about trivial things, it's a clear sign that the person doesn't respect you and is willing to sacrifice your trust to gain something. Recognizing and confronting these lies is essential to maintaining healthy relationships. If you realize someone has a constant habit of lying, it's important to assess the impact of that person on your life and consider if it's possible to maintain a trustworthy relationship with them. Honesty is the foundation of any solid relationship, and people who lie constantly cannot offer that foundation. Number 6, absence of remorse. Evil people don't feel remorse for their actions. They never feel guilty about the negative impact they have on others. When confronted, they manipulate the situation to make you doubt your perception of reality. Imagine a colleague taking credit for your work, and when you confront them, they show no regret. Instead, they try to justify their actions by saying you wouldn't have achieved it alone, or they were just helping you shine. This kind of behavior shows a total lack of empathy and remorse, revealing a deeply selfish and manipulative character. Another example is a friend who constantly makes malicious or hurtful comments. When you try to talk about how those comments affect you, they laugh and say you're overreacting, or even suggest you're too sensitive. This behavior not only shows a lack of remorse, but also attempts to distort your perception of reality, making you question your feelings. These people are masters at turning the situation around. If you point out a mistake or harmful behavior, they quickly become the victims, making you feel wrong for bringing up the issue. This emotional manipulation is a clear sign that the person has no true remorse for what they do and is more concerned with protecting their image. Recognizing the absence of remorse is crucial to protecting your emotional health. People who don't feel guilt for hurting others can continue repeating these harmful behaviors, knowing there will be no real consequences for them. Identifying this trait and setting clear boundaries is essential to protect yourself and maintain healthy relationships. If someone repeatedly shows a lack of remorse, it's important to consider distancing yourself from that person to preserve your well-being. Number 7. Cruelty. Some evil people prefer to act openly and cruelly. They can be aggressive, hurting others with words or actions, and delight in others' suffering. The lack of empathy and the ability to intentionally inflict pain are distinctive characteristics of this type of person. Think of a co-worker who doesn't hesitate to make malicious or humiliating comments in front of others. They may point out your faults or ridicule your ideas during meetings, not to offer constructive criticism, but to demoralize you. This behavior not only destroys the group's morale, but also creates a toxic and oppressive work environment. Another example is a friend who knows your insecurities and uses them to hurt you during a discussion. They deliberately bring up painful subjects or make cutting remarks, knowing it will cause you emotional pain. This kind of cruelty shows a deep malice and a willingness to harm others for personal gain or even pleasure. These people may also enjoy seeing others in difficult or painful situations. They may take pleasure in someone's misfortune or suffering, seeing it as a form of entertainment. This lack of empathy and joy in others' pain is a clear sign of a cruel and evil nature. Recognizing these behaviors and distancing yourself from these people is crucial to protect your mental and emotional health. Cruelty has no place in healthy relationships, and those who intentionally inflict pain on others should be kept away from your life. If someone repeatedly shows cruelty, it's important to set clear boundaries and, if necessary, cut off contact to preserve your well-being. Number 8. They enjoy drama. Evil people love creating drama and conflict. They thrive in chaotic environments and enjoy seeing others involved in disputes. If someone is constantly stirring up trouble or creating conflict, it's a clear sign of a bad person. Think of a co-worker who always finds a way to cause discord among colleagues. They may spread rumors or make provocative comments to pit people against each other. This behavior creates a toxic work environment and distracts everyone from their tasks. Another example is a friend who is always involved in some form of drama. They might constantly argue with others, create conflicts in social groups, or even start fights over trivial matters. These people seem to thrive on chaos and enjoy seeing others stressed or upset. This constant need for drama is not only exhausting, but also reveals a manipulative and destructive character. These people often use drama to divert attention from their own actions and create a smokescreen to avoid responsibility. If someone is constantly creating or involved in drama, it's important to recognize this pattern and protect yourself from their negative influence. Drama can be emotionally draining and can negatively impact your mental health. Identifying and distancing yourself from those who enjoy creating conflict is essential to maintaining peace and stability in your life. If someone constantly brings drama into your life, it's important to assess the impact and take steps to limit your exposure to their toxic behavior. Number 9, manipulation. Evil people are masters at manipulation. They use others to achieve their goals, often without the other person realizing they are being used. They may appear charming and kind, but this is just a facade to hide their true intentions. Imagine a co-worker who always seems helpful and supportive, but only offers assistance when they need something from you. They might compliment your work and offer to help with a project, but later ask for a favor that benefits them more than it does you. This kind of manipulation is subtle and can be difficult to recognize at first. Another example is a friend who always seems to have your best interests at heart, but subtly influences your decisions to benefit themselves. They might encourage you to make choices that align with their desires, not yours, and make you feel guilty if you don't comply. These manipulators are skilled at making you feel indebted to them, or making you believe their needs are more important than yours. They can also use emotional blackmail, making you feel responsible for their happiness or well-being. This can lead to a cycle of manipulation where you constantly sacrifice your own needs to satisfy theirs. Recognizing manipulation is crucial to maintaining your autonomy and emotional health. Manipulative people can erode your self-esteem and make you doubt your decisions. Identifying these behaviors and setting clear boundaries is essential to protect yourself from their influence. If someone constantly manipulates you, it's important to take steps to distance yourself and regain control over your own life. Number 10, Envy. Evil people are often envious of others. They can't stand to see others succeed or be happy, and will do everything they can to undermine others' achievements. If someone is constantly trying to bring you down or belittling your successes, it's a clear sign of a bad person. Imagine a coworker who always finds a way to criticize your work, even when you receive praise from others. They might downplay your achievements or suggest that your success was due to luck rather than your hard work. This kind of behavior stems from envy and a desire to see you fail. Another example is a friend who can't be genuinely happy for you when something good happens in your life. They might make sarcastic comments or try to shift the focus back to themselves whenever you share your successes. This lack of genuine support reveals a deeply envious nature. Envious people can also spread rumors or gossip to tarnish your reputation or create doubt about your abilities. They may try to sabotage your efforts or create obstacles to prevent you from achieving your goals. Recognizing envy is crucial to protecting your self-esteem and staying focused on your goals. Envious people can be toxic and can undermine your confidence and success. Identifying these behaviors and distancing yourself from envious individuals is essential to maintaining a positive and supportive environment. If someone constantly tries to bring you down or undermine your achievements, it's important to assess the impact of their behavior and take steps to limit their influence on your life. In conclusion, dealing with evil people requires awareness and action. Recognizing the signs of malicious behavior is the first step in protecting yourself. By identifying these behaviors and setting clear boundaries, you can maintain your mental and emotional health and ensure you surround yourself with positive and supportive individuals. Remember, you have the power to choose who you allow into your life, and distancing yourself from toxic individuals is essential to preserving your well-being. Like and subscribe to our channel if this was valuable to you, and comment your experience you had with any demon. Click the video in screen now to find out how to protect yourself from demons.